Hey casual nerd, it's Cloudos here, and welcome to Final Fantasy Brave Exvius again. There is an event, the Lands of Plenty. Now, this event had been running on for, it had ran before, but now there is a new stage, which is a pro stage, which you can get the recipe for Shining Splendor. It's gonna look reverse in this. Yeah, it is reverse. So, Shining Splendor is kind of a good sword, 72 attack, but it takes a long time to craft. You need to craft a lot of things. You craft Fine Blade. You don't need to craft the broadsword though. You could buy broadsword off the first island thing, the pot. So anyway, it's a good sword because it's free. For a free sword that does 72 attack, I say, why not? And it inflicts blind. So right over there is gonna be my first run. I apologize if the video is a little choppy because I'm cutting off all the miscellaneous battle encounters. You don't want to see that, right? So if you're in the pro, you spawn there. You could get a gold turtle, but doesn't really matter. Anyhow, from where you spawn, you want to travel towards the right. There's nothing at the top. I've checked, so you just have to go right all the way. That's your first one. There are a total of 8 uh, collection points in this one. So, yeah, that's an encounter, which I cut it off. So you begin to see a lot of that. The encounter rate is actually quite high, despite I'm wearing the charm bangle already. So once you go to that tree area, you want to make yourself down. This would be the second one. Okay, and I'm stalling here for some reason, so that was an encounter again. You get the idea. There's nothing in this room. We have checked. So there is actually nothing in this path. You just want to hit all the way down until it fox splits to take a right. This would be your third collection point. That's it, the one. So why are we farming this one? Is because there is Caven ore only in the pro stage, and Caven ore is one of the materials that is required for this Shining Splendor sword. So you got to farm like 80. This would be in the second area. Just take a left, and this would be the fourth. And you take a right, would be the fifth collection point. Then you have to go down to the center. There's nothing else further. So you want to farm, or rather collect this Caven ores. So team-wise, I recommend that you get people with the barrage skill as well as a good healer, and mages. Mages apparently is kind of important in this event dungeon because the bosses here, their defense is really high. So the first boss, the Amobozoa, whatever it is, the amoeba thing. Not too tough actually. He's not tough at all. The only thing is that he does osmose, which we will see later, and it's it is a pretty tough osmose. It's a pretty hard on your party. So yeah, he's not too tough. You can take him like got a good ally with dual wheel barrage. You probably end him in 2 turns. So I think I took 3 turns for this. So you can see that he does his osmose and my Tala is immediately reduced to 0. My COD is also reduced to 0. So it's quite a pain here, and I just have to sort of wear it out. So this Miba thing has like 20% resistance to all elements. So you want to just barrage the shit out of it. Okay, so that's that. Now the thing is that this boss is actually a pre-setup to the next boss. It's going to drain your mana so that in the next one, your mages don't have mana. It's going to be hard, you see. Because as I mentioned, the bosses have high defense, so mages are the one who actually deal more damage here. Okay, so I'm just gonna heal up, and after I didn't bring my turbo after because this is the first time I'm running. I didn't know what to expect. Do bring along turbo after if you can because of this. So this is the second boss. This is a heal Gigas, and the defense is insane. I thought it was a normal mob for a moment until when my entire team hit it, and it does like 5% damage or something. So I need to scan this guy. Basically, he is resistant to thunder and stone. So what you want to do is maybe just do fire and ice magic. If you have multiple mages, you will want to have them all cast the same kind of element so you can do an elemental chain. I'm not sure whether I did it here because it's my first run. So I'm going to fast forward this. You can see that the speed is going insanely fast already anyway. Because this one is long, it's tedious, it's long, it's not too hard. It does do the magnitude thing, which AoE earth damage, I think. So it is kind of a drag because my Tala doesn't have much MP left, so I can't exactly cast a lot of spells. So as long as you keep the healing going on with Fina or Lena, two of the best healers in the game so far, pretty much you should be able to deal with him no problem. Try not to die. If any one unit is dead and you cannot revive, it's gonna suck. The third boss, you're probably gonna have to end up using your lapis to continue. But I wouldn't recommend you going into this if you do not have a full 5-star team. Alright, so that's that. Second boss is done. Now, at this moment, you will want to use the tent. You can only bring one tent into any exploration. This is the point, the moment to use. Don't save up the tent. Come on, the tent are made for this. So you want to use the tent because this is the third boss. And it's going to be the same, or rather similar as Hugh Gigas. It is also a human. So if you have man-eater ability, it would be good. I don't know who has man-eater ability to equip. There are certain weapons I think will add the man-eater ability on its own. So yeah, so let's just do a scan, and you can see it's similar to Hyugigas. It has resistance in thunder and stone as well. So basic elements, you just want to cast fire and ice. Of course, if you have a Bards or a what's that, X-Death, you can cast Imperial, which would lower his resistance before you do all your magic damage. So Tala is my only 5-star mage. I did not bring any 4-star mage in this. So I do have Bards to cast the Imperial and lower his resistance. And pretty much barraging my way through. Of course, if you have full break, it's gonna be good as well because it will lower all the boss's stats, his magic defense and things like that. But well, I kind of find that choosing a ally with the barrage is quicker actually because I have COD that does armor break anyway. It's not full break, but at least armor break and then COD itself can do barrage. So with Bard's barrage and the allies Chizuru's barrage, I'm taking it down faster, which is better. So this ogre also does some AoE attack, so it's kind of like the same thing. Just keep Fina healing everybody, do magic damage with your mages, and yeah, Fina is rather important here. You can cheer because my Fina died there, but Tela does have revive, which I didn't use because the boss is already dead, so no point. Okay, those are the 3 bosses. I might do another video in more detail about these bosses where I won't speed up the thing if you guys want. So if you exit the dungeon, there's another 3 more. So total there are 8 collection points. So this is the only dungeon that you are going to get the cavern ore from. If you need lumber, which is needed for all the other prerequisite recipes, you're going to want to farm at the advance at least. Okay, so that's all for this video. I think that's where you get your recipe when you first clear. So this boss is tough, I know, but just some tips. Use magic damage and get a good healer, and we'll see you. I'll see you in another video in the next one. Bye bye. It should be at the end of this. Come on.